Time now for the Morning Rush.
Quick wrap of your news and weather. We're going to start things off with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Still on track for another round of those spotty to scattered storms favoring northern and western New Mexico. As far as central areas go, we're kind of on that edge here. Some spotty showers definitely expected. As far as the threats go, it's going to be the heavy rain causing localized flooding to our north and west. Way more isolated in coverage as you get farther east. Adam?
As you get ready to head out the door, we're following the day's top local stories, and we're going to begin with news new this morning. The Albuquerque Journal is reporting that Santa Fe police are now investigating why a SWAT officer didn't have his lapel camera on during a deadly officer-involved shooting of 24-year-old Anthony Benavides. Lapel video from another officer shows Officer Jeremy Bisogna fires 16 shots. The Journal reports the shooting is not captured on Bisogna's camera, and now police want to look into it.
A man who state police say shot 5 rounds at Chavez County deputies is waking up behind bars. State police say deputies were called to check out a suspicious person Wednesday night at a rest stop east of Roswell when they questioned 40-year-old Chadwick Taylor. Police say he told them he didn't like cops, tried to leave, then pulled out a gun. Taylor shot but missed the deputies. He was arrested hours later.
New details this morning in the deadly fire at Grenfell Tower in London. Investigators now say there is reasonable ground to believe that corporate manslaughter may have been committed. In a letter to those affected by the fire, the Metropolitan Police say this assessment comes after seizing a huge amount of material and after a large number of witness statements were taken. The letter also explains that the legislation does not provide the power to arrest any individual.
On to news, new at 6. White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci is now trying to explain himself after an expletive-laced interview published in the New Yorker magazine. The not-so-nice words were aimed at White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, whom he accused of being a paranoid schizophrenic. Scaramucci says he sometimes uses, quote, colorful language and promised to refrain in the future. 2
women accused of murdering the North Korean leader's half-brother are now preparing for an October 2nd trial date. The pair is accused of smearing Kim Jong-nam's face with the banned nerve agent at a crowded airport terminal in February. He later died. The women, who face possible death penalty if convicted, say they were tricked into thinking they were playing a harmless prank for a hidden camera TV show.
On to news new this morning. A Utah man is behind bars today, accused of killing his wife while on a cruise ship in Alaska. 39-year-old Kenneth Ray Manzanares was charged in the killing yesterday. A witness says he dragged his wife's body toward the balcony of the ship, then brought her to their cabin. According to the FBI, Manzanares said, quote, "She would not stop laughing at me." His hearing is set for next month. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index out of 5. Still watching for those spotty to scattered showers, and any storm has the potential to create some heavy rain, causing localized flooding. We're also going to be watching for the lightning threat, although this Metro Threat Index will come down tomorrow as those rain chances lower. Crystal?
Microsoft founder Bill Gates, once again the richest person in the world. For a few hours though yesterday, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos hopped over Gates for that title. That's because Amazon stock rose sharply, placing his net worth over $90 billion. However, by the end of the day, the stock settled, dropping the Amazon founder right back down to second place.
Headphones are exposing teenagers to more loud music, but researchers say there hasn't been any significant change in hearing loss among American teens. The study from the University of California, San Francisco found hearing loss increased one year and decreased the next, with no overall trend identified.
Time now for a check on your Friday morning commute. No major accidents out there yet. We're looking a little slow Paseo eastbound from Jefferson towards about Ventura Street. Everything else looks good. Of course, we'll be here tracking this for you. Just plan on a few extra minutes for the morning drive because of the wet roadways. Fernanda?
A local teacher is getting national recognition for his innovative approach in the classroom. North Star Elementary teacher Stephen Lamb is among the grand prize winners for the Henry Ford Teacher Innovator Awards. The only teacher representing New Mexico, he's being honored for using technology to virtually link students in different classrooms locally and around the globe. He'll travel to Detroit this weekend to accept his award. Sarah?
Hundreds of kids and parents are joining in a brand new local movement called 505 Rocks. These aren't just ordinary rocks, they're colorfully painted rocks with positive messages. The 505 Rocks Facebook group was started by Las Vegas resident Randy Lucero after seeing something similar in Colorado. Her goal is twofold: build a sense of community and get families outside. Crystal?
Okay, guys, grab the tissues. It's an end of an era for Apple. The tech giant is discontinuing the iPod Shuffle and Nano. Neither device could connect to the internet and had not been updated for years. Apple's iPod he first hit the market in 2001. They're still available in stores, but production of them is coming to an end. So sad.
Such an era there. An Oregon man put his Lego skills on display by building a model of a local waterfall out of 80,000 Legos. And it's getting a lot of attention this morning. Look at this thing. Eric Matson's Lego version of the 600-foot tall Multnomah Falls stands 8 feet tall, but it's no less impressive. Matson's been playing with Legos since he was a kid, and now he recreates real places that he's visited. He says he wants others to enjoy the masterpiece, and right now he's looking for a venue where he can display this thing publicly.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, the only thing I could put together is when they had the directions, and it had maybe 6 parts.
Good
Wow,
for him.
that's cool. All right, time for the 5 facts.
Starting with number 5, a Santa Fe movie theater is being recognized as the coolest in the state. Cosmopolitan.com lists the Jean Cocteau Cinema in Santa Fe. The website says not only does the single-screen cinema show quirky independent movies and cult classics, it's also owned by Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin.
How cool is that? Number 4 now, the story has a lot of people scratching their heads this morning. How did hundreds of crawdads end up in one neighborhood just east of the UNM football stadium? Nobody knows. There are no nearby ponds, streams, no arroyos, or even ditches. We called the Flood Control Authority, the Water Utility Authority, Game and Fish, even the city of Albuquerque. Everyone seems just as puzzled as we are. Puzzled, I should say, as we are. Neighbors moved the crawfish to a new home near Tingley Beach.
At number 3, more spotty to scattered showers still possible here in the metro, but favorable areas will be farther to the north and west of us. Isolated storms out east, temperatures on the cooler side today, but we'll get back to the 90s with drier conditions tomorrow.
On to number 2 now. We're staying on top of the investigation into a shooting that sent an Albuquerque child to the hospital. As the boy recovers this morning, police are still looking for the person or persons who opened fire on a home near Unser and Sunset Gardens in southwest Albuquerque. A neighbor tells us she saw a white car drive by. 2 people got out, walked up to the house, and then fired several shots. Police say the 5-year-old boy was hit by 1 bullet in the back. He is expected to be okay.
Number 1 this morning, it's unclear what happens next for Republicans' efforts to repeal and replace Obamacare. Overnight, the so-called skinny repeal bill that aimed to repeal parts of Obamacare was voted down. And that all but ended the GOP's effort to repeal and replace the Obamacare, at least for now. Senator John McCain, who just returned to the Senate floor after being diagnosed with brain cancer, cast the deciding vote, saying on Twitter that the bill fell short of meaningful reform. The president tweeted early this morning that, quote, 3 Republicans and 48 Democrats let the American people down.
All right, we have a lot more coming up on Fox New Mexico. We'll see you on the other side.